Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we are going to be taking a look at something really awesome. Around about 6 months ago I did a video on a 2x2 flush and seamless piston door, and I seem to remember that the response to it was pretty fantastic. It's now got about 80,000 views, which is brilliant, and in that video I may have mentioned that if you can make the door any smaller, then you are officially a redstone wizard. Well, I guess that makes me a self-proclaimed redstone wizard because I have managed to make it a whole bunch smaller, shaving a handful of blocks off either side, and I think it is really nice, so let's take a closer look at it. Now, for anyone that doesn't understand what the words flush and seamless mean, I'm going to do a little explanation right here. Flush means that it is completely flat with the wall. You can see that there are no blocks jutting out. The door doesn't have to be indented. It is flat with the wall, and if you were to build the wall out of all the same blocks, then it would be completely hidden. Now, seamless is when you open up the door and all of the pistons get hidden and there is no visible redstone. You just have the clean wall, so it all looks nice and ready for you to head inside and pick up your bows and arrows so that you can have a fantastic time without having to look at all those ugly piston faces. But anyway, when you close it back up, you can see it is all very nice and fast, and once again it is completely flush with your wall. But as I have mentioned many times in this video already, the main star of the show with this build is not all of the opening and closing sequences. It is of course the redstone behind it and how compact and tiny it is. So I'm going to jam on my camera studio mod and let's take a closer look. And here it is in all of its glory. This is the 2x2 seamless and flush piston door, and as you can see it is absolutely tiny. In fact, I might go out on a limb here and say this is the smallest that you can build it in the current redstone update. Now, before any of you head down to the comments section getting ready to post a comment such as "I've made one smaller, check me out," and then post a link, just make sure that you are posting the same thing. It has to be flush and seamless. If it isn't both flush and seamless, then you're essentially posting a completely different door that just so happens to be slightly smaller than this one, which isn't that impressive, and you're going to make yourself look like a right donut. So please don't do it unless you do have an officially smaller design. But anyway, that's enough of that rant. Let's crack on and start with this tutorial. So we're going to get things started with a 6x3 area. Now the first thing we're going to do is place down all of our pistons. So you just want to place 2 sticky pistons facing upwards with your floor blocks on top. Then you can take out those temporary blocks. Now obviously this is going to be your floor level, and I would suggest continuing that on through into your doorway. Now the next thing you want to do is just place another set of temporary blocks here. Place 2 pistons like this and a block facing in this direction, you know, with a block on the face of that piston there. Then you just want to do the same thing again, so just create a 2x2 platform and then your 2 sticky pistons, a sticky piston facing in this direction with your wall block on the face of that, and that is all of your pistons laid out. Now the next thing I would suggest doing is filling in all of these blocks right the way down to there. Now you need to fill in those blocks and you will understand why in a little bit, but then you just want to go up to the top and create this sort of U shape with redstone dust on either side like this and redstone dust in the middle with repeaters set each one to 2 ticks. Then you want to place a couple blocks up like this with redstone dust on the top, and then some regular pistons facing downwards there and one down there. Then down on the bottom here you just want to place a regular piston facing upwards here and another one over in this corner as well. Now for anyone that's wondering what these 2 sets of pistons are doing, they are essentially going to push these blocks upwards so that the regular pistons get hidden out of sight, and then when we turn the door back on, these pistons will push these pistons down into this position so that they can be pushed outwards. And you'll be happy to know that actually quite a large part of that has been done. So when we turn this off, these will retract and then these will push upwards, so the pistons will actually be up here, and then when we flick this on you will see they get pushed down and then pushed outwards, and they will be flush with our wall here. So now all we have to do is do these bottom pistons and these ones, which it's not that hard, is it? Now this is where things get interesting. So we're going to go right the way down the bottom here and place a sticky piston facing downwards with a redstone block on its face, and then another sticky piston facing downwards with another redstone block on its face. And what this does is it creates a really cool falling edge monostable circuit that we are going to be using to push these blocks upwards. And then just the finishing touch here, you just want to place a block up like this, redstone dust there, a block here with a repeater, set it to 2 ticks running into that piston. In fact, it can be set to 1 tick, that'll make it even faster. And then you just want to place some redstone torch right there, and yeah, it will glitch out a little bit, but we'll fix that when we flick the lever again. So once again, you want to head under these pistons, and that is sticky piston, power block, and then sticky piston with once again a power block. And then over here we're just going to place our redstone dust, our repeater running into that piston, and then our redstone torch, and that should be us all done. So when we place down a lever, you will see it will all be working. Now that I've actually got myself a lever, let's take a look at it in action. So we just flick this lever here and you will see that, there we go, it is completely flush with our wall. And then when we flick it again, you can see it all opens up. So the last thing that you've got to do is obviously place in all of your decoration. You can't be leaving it looking this ugly with all of the exposed redstone, because that sort of defeats the object. So there we go, we place all of our flooring in here, and once again we place our lever on this. It doesn't have to be a lever, just to give you a heads up, there is a hidden activation devices video on my channel, but there we have it, the door is now complete, and it is looking fine. But unfortunately, that is all I've got time for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. It was really fun to record. I'm sure you can tell I have got a bit of a spring in my step today, so I am very happy. But if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.